If you're checking this video, that probably means you're interested in how the title or the thumbnail of the video works. And in today's video, we're gonna do that and show you how it's done. So first of all, when we think about automating YouTube, we're gonna need to think about API, and what I have here is YouTube data API, and this is from Google, and we have all the documentation in here, how to request for the API and the parameters and everything. And now we're gonna try to use this API, and in the right side here we actually have the place to do to use their code, and we're gonna use Python. And as you can see here, we have everything we need. So like, just put yes, I'm just gonna copy in this one to use it. And when we first copy, we're gonna see that the libraries are not installed, and I'm gonna install it, and I already have all the requirements in here that I'm gonna put it up in the description for the GitHub link. And we're gonna try to install these. So yeah, okay, so everything is installed now, and I think yeah, it's all installed. And next would be to if you check the code here, there's the client secret file, and we're gonna need this one from Google Cloud, and we're gonna need a Google Cloud account. And also from the Google Cloud account, you go to YouTube Data API v3, and oh, what's going on? And yeah, you should enable the API. There should be an enable button in here, and after you enable it, you're gonna need to go to OAuth consent screen and set up the OAuth consent screen in here. And when you set it up, you're gonna need to put some app name and the email and some other stuff. It should be simple. And also you need to add a test user in here, because if you don't, there's gonna be some errors. And you don't need to publish the app, I think. And after that, you go to credential and create credential, and you're gonna need the OAuth client ID. You cannot use API key or the service account, because YouTube doesn't, or Google doesn't allow that. They need the OAuth authentication method. And select desktop app, because that fits what we're going to implement. And I'm just gonna put my secret my client name here, and I'll download it to my folder. So now it is in my folder on the left side, and I'm gonna change the file name in here to client secrets, and this is the body. Here's the ID of the video, and I have a video here, and I'm gonna use this ID and put it in here. And you also need category ID, and this one you can look it up on this Stack Overflow link. You have all the list of the category ID, and it actually also depends on the region. And in my case, I'm gonna put 28, and it goes along with the region that whoever put this up. So I'm gonna put 28, and we'll do the, and I'm gonna check their API because I forgot. Okay, so you actually need to put snippet in here. So snippet, and then there should be something in here. And this is the title, the new title. Yes, I'm just gonna put new title. And I think we're gonna try to do a request now. see if it works for now. And yeah, and we're gonna need to do some OAuth. And yep, okay, and copy the code into this one. Okay, there is some error when requesting return snippet. Okay, yeah, I think we need to change the priority to snippet. Okay, so it is updated, and we're gonna look into the video, see if it is updated. Okay, so it is updated now, and yeah, new title. So now we've got the title automated, and next we're gonna look into the thumbnail. And so we have a thumbnail in here, and the set endpoint, and we're gonna look into the code that I put up. Look into this one, and we see here the request, and we're gonna copy that, put it in our code. And so we're gonna need to put a file here, so, and also media file upload is undefined. We're gonna need to import this one, and yeah, so now we have to create a dynamic thumbnail, and to do that I'm gonna use pillow, and so we're just gonna import pillow in here, and I've got some link to how to use pillow. So this is the pillow documentation, and we're gonna import this one, and just copy some of the code, and I'm gonna create a new function to create thumbnail. And okay, I'm not gonna okay, so we've got a new image, and I think this is the this is the size. I'm gonna change the size with the width and height. I'm gonna put 1080p because it's what we should put in 1080p. And next, yeah, I'm gonna just use GitHub Copilot. We're not gonna draw. We're gonna need to have a font, and I already have a font installed in here. It's this one, and I'm gonna put it in here to replace the font path, and also import image font. So now we've got the font, and for the font you can also install it right here and just like use whatever font you want. I'm gonna put the link of this one in the description. And next would be to draw text, and yeah, I'm just gonna do what they say here, and also put align center, and yeah, I think this is what we need. So this is the text, and I'm gonna put the text as the parameter for the function, and we're gonna save this one, and I'm gonna also put the path as a parameter. Okay, and now we're gonna try to do this and see if it works. Yeah, I'm gonna try to run this. Okay, so a new picture is created, but it's not on the center, So we'll need to do something about that. Middle and pillow. Okay, yeah, so we know how to do this from this code, and I'm gonna update this one. So this is text root. Okay, and now I think, oh, we need this one more. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try run it again and see. Always do it again. So this width and height. Oh, because we don't put the font in here. So put font in here. And let's see again. Okay, so it is in the center now. Now let's yeah, I think so. So the thumbnail works now, and I'm just gonna move this function up to this place, and we're gonna put the title to click on this video to increase the number, to increase this number, and then we're gonna so we also gonna need to go to the videos and search to how to get the views of the video, and I think I'll look into the Python code again. And so we're gonna do this request. Part would be statistics, and ID is our ID. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna copy this one to put it in here and change the ID. So we're gonna put it the video ID as a variable. Oh, by the way, we're gonna need to also, this is the title and respond. Okay, so I'm gonna check the respond from the API. Okay, they're not putting it in there. Okay, I'm just gonna items. Okay, yeah, it should be this one from what I remember. So just gonna change everything in here. And yeah, it should be good now. I'm gonna change the title to put it here, and for the thumbnail, I think I'm gonna put it as before. So this one is this video. Video has view, and we'll insert it and create thumbnail. Okay, and this video has number views, and I'm gonna do an indent of line, and I'm gonna put add. Okay, so I have the datetime here copied into it. I'm gonna import datetime, and now I think it should be good to go. I'll just change this test to thumbnail.png. Okay, now we're gonna need to change this thumbnail.png too. And I think I should put it as a variable. Thumbnail path. Okay. And also for this one, thumbnail path. Okay. So also remove this code. Okay, I think it should be good to go now, and yeah, so let's try to run it. Oh wait. Okay, there is some error. Okay, let's just print respond while we're doing this. And by the way, since we're authorizing this application, like just doing it the same over and over again by entering authorization code, I'm gonna try to have another way to do this, make it static and not putting the authorization code every time. And to do that, we're gonna need to have a function so we're gonna have a function to store the static credentials, and I'm gonna put it in here. So I'm gonna print this credentials, and from that credential this time, and this is the last time we're gonna do this because it's very annoying. Okay, so we've got the credential dictionary now, and I think this will be blurred in the video, and just copy what we print in here, and to create it as a new file called credentials.json, and I'm gonna, so we have the static credential now, so we don't need this anymore, and I'm gonna put credentials. Yeah, I think this is the one we need, I think, or no. Okay, we're gonna need this one to put it in here. Okay, and gonna import this one in here. Okay, and so token, yeah, okay. So we'll need to read the file sf while. Okay, I think we should not use eval, I should use JSON to load. And I'm gonna import JSON, and I think this should work now. Okay, we don't actually read this one, we'll just load f, and okay, yeah, it's working now. And Next would be getting back to the view count error. Okay, so this is item, and then go into the list, and then go to statistics and get the view count. Yes, it should be correct, but I'm not sure why it's not working. Oh, I think it's from this one. Yeah. We're gonna need to change this into u variable u count plus view. Yeah, I think this one should work now. Video ID. Okay. Yeah, we need the video ID in here. Yeah, let me check thumbnail. And the required parameter is video ID, so I'm gonna put video ID here. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, so it is working now. And the thumbnail is like this. Okay, let's check. Yeah, so it's working now. The title is changed, also the thumbnail. Now, since we've got it to work now, and if you ever wonder how to deploy it, I have another branch here called deploy, and I also changed the code to use os.environment and to use Google credentials and also the video ID, and I have the sample in here to show you what to put. And so this Google credential is not the best because you're putting a JSON into environment variable, and then later you need to use JSON to load it again, and it's not really a good idea. But you can also do the other way to put token, refresh token as each variable, but I just prefer this way because it's less annoying. And for this video, you can now automate yourself and try to change some stuff. And if you ever want to like do additional stuff with it, you can also just look up Google documentation and just do it yourself. Most of the information is already there. The documentation is really good, and you can learn a lot by just reading the resources documentation and just search for Stack Overflow if you have problem. And there's a lot of resources. You don't have to know everything. So for example, doing this tutorial, it's not really, I mean, I still struggle, and sometimes I would show that they're like Stack Overflow link, for example, this one, and you can just try to find solutions to your own problem and get it to work. There's a lot of resources on the internet, and just try to look it up. And you can also like find new ideas for your personal project, and you don't have to know everything. There's a lot of information, and just by searching for those information, you probably can do what you want to. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.